Friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Dhanesh here. Today I am going to discuss about one of the most important and fundamental topic in statistics, that is population and sample. To begin with, see, this is a quote from Samuel Johnson. The quote is, it's a very nice quote, and it is, you don't have to eat the whole ox to know that the meat is tough. So from this we can understand why we need a sample from a population. See, the main difference between population and sample depends on how observations are assigned to data set. A population includes all of the elements from a set of data. So that is a population. So population means it contains all of the elements from a set of data. But a sample consists of one or more observations drawn from the population. More than one sample can be derived from the same population. See, measurable characteristics for sample and population. There are certain measurable characteristics are there. You may be familiar with. You can visit my playlist. So it's some are standard deviation. You may be familiar with standard deviation. There is a separate video on standard deviation, and another measurable characteristics you can tell is mean, mode, variation. All these things are measurable characteristics of both population and sample. See, measurable characteristics of a population is known as parameter. See, for a population, we call it as parameter. Parameter is the measurable characteristics of a population. The measurable characteristics of a sample, we call it as statistic. This is known as statistics. Mean of a population is denoted by normally, mean, median, mode, all these things. Mean means you always call it as mean or average. You will add all the points or add all the values and divide with the number of values. That is the mean or average. What is the average of 2, 3, 4, then you will add 2 plus 3 plus 4, the whole divided by 1, 2, 3. There are 3 values, so this is the average. Normally, mean or average of a population is denoted by mu. For a population, mean is denoted by mu, and mean of a sample, it is denoted by x bar. If you want to compare, if you want to get more clarity on the comparison between sample and population, I can tell you these parameters and the notations of the measurable characteristics of sample and population. So sample, we call it as sample, you call it as statistic, and population you call it as parameter, population parameter. the letters we are using to denote the statistics and parameter. For example, mean we already discussed. Then standard deviation, I have separate video for standard deviation. And another important measurable parameter or statistics is variance. These are all very important. So how we denote, what is the symbol or letters denoting this measurable characteristics. Mean of a sample we already discussed, it is known as x bar. And for a population we call it as mu, it is a Greek letter. Standard deviation we call it as S. For a sample it is S. For a population it is sigma, you call it as sigma. And variance, it is denoted by S square. The square of standard deviation is variance, and here it is sigma square. So these are all the letters used to denote the measurable characteristics. The measurable characteristics of a sample we call it as statistic, and measurable characteristics of a population we call it as parameter. So the difference is, a population includes all set of elements from a set of data. A sample consists of one or more observations drawn from the population. That is the simplest difference between a sample and a population. You can create more than one sample, can be derived from the same population. So now this is the basic idea, and you need to understand about sample and population. So I have all these terms, standard deviation, variance, all these are all very, very important from a machine learning perspective. These are all the terms related with statistics. Please learn it. So I have all the videos in my playlist. So even I will be giving the link in the description. So you please watch these videos. These are all really important. And please subscribe my channel. I will be coming up with more videos on machine learning, artificial intelligence, even Python programming, statistics, machine learning, math. We have separate playlists for machine learning, math, statistics, deep learning, supervised machine learning algorithms. You can go through those videos, and you can you can give your comments, and what are all the improvement areas needed from my end. You please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.